And the 24-hour low was $65,065. So how's it going, Andrew?
Man, I don't know what if to think that's pretty. It's pretty bearish. I guess we're
Pretty
in a
bearish.
we're in a bear slump for sure. But what do they say when you're in a bear slump? It's like this is the time to be building, right? You
Right.
should be building,
Building,
not
best time
worried
to
about
build.
like yeah, exactly.
But I don't
So
I don't think we're in a bear market though. Do you? I do not think the 4-year cycle, I think it's broken. I do not think we're going to continue on. And I do not think we're in a bear cycle, bear market. I think we're going up. 2026, I think we're going up and way up. What do you think?
you know, I think I was kind of like was leading into saying something last time we spoke, but I kind of, as I often do, like wandered off and never got back to it. But I think that what we're seeing now is an unwind of some of the derivative market and contract sort of influences on a lot of things. One of them being Bitcoin. I think you can point to the precious metal markets and say that a lot of the leverage is getting unwound there. And this isn't a macroeconomic show, but all these things kind of affect us, right? So, um, I'm a big believer in. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, Exter's pyramid of like how much value is stored in various kind of components of assets. You
Oh
could,
yeah, I've seen it.
and
I've seen the graph.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's always pictured as like an inverted pyramid,
Yeah.
right? And when you start reading about it and looking at it, it's like, well, at the very most modern versions at the very tippy bottom, which is the very tip of it, they say Bitcoin lives there, and then right above that's gold, and then silver, and then other things like other commodities, copper, oil, stuff like that.
Mm.
But then you get into like monies and credits and then derivatives on derivatives. And it just makes you think, man, if and it's really about like counterparties, right?
Yeah.
If all the other people can't like fulfill their obligations, then their defaults start cascading. And there's been, if you follow like the precious metal markets, the CME and the London Metals Exchange and stuff, there's rumors that they're running out of metal that they can swap out for the contracts. So, and China's done more like or export restrictions, and everybody's kind of like pulling it all in, right? They're like, this is our stuff. We're going to keep it. And you see Trump's kind of making moves too, like to try to secure more nationally based resources. I mean, he's been talking drill baby drill for a long time, but it's like, I know that they just, he signed a thing about setting up a strategic, I think he called it strategic mineral reserve or something like that. Basically, like, we got to like keep a handle on this stuff. So anyway, there's all these like theories about how this is affecting things and how the
Mm.
manipulation and it seemed like, there was a big shoot up in price, but then it crashed in like a day. And it seemed like the metal exchanges kind of had glitches on that day. So I don't know, tinfoil hat stuff. But
Yeah, it's
anyway,
rigged. It's a big
yeah,
problem.
yeah. So, but anyway, it's like, bring it back to Bitcoin. It's like, like you said, the 4-year cycle, a lot of talk about, is it dead? Have the big money movers moved in a way such that it negates that 4-year cycle? We can't really look at it, as a predictor anymore. I don't know which way this goes, but I think the biggest point is just to remind ourselves that Bitcoin is a bearer asset, right? You hold it, you control it. You're not, unless you have it on Coinbase or Kraken or one of these exchanges, in which case you just have a ledger entry, right?
Screwed.
It's just like something in their system where they say you've got X amount.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. There was an exchange, I think, in South Korea where they were going to like do some promotion thing and like give people some like amount of South Korean currency, and then the person like didn't select the thing right and gave people like thousands of Bitcoin.
Really?
And,
That's awesome.
yeah, and they realized they like billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin to all their exchange members, but then they realized the error and like basically froze everything and said, no, that was a mistake. But evidently some people recognized this and actually extracted their Bitcoin off. Can't get it back. Yeah. So it's like, just goes to show. And they were like, oh, it was a mistake, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, what we call a fat finger mistake, right? Yep. These things just like, you can't, the only way to reverse them is if whoever got it inadvertently says, oh, I realized that it was a mistake. Let me send it back to you. That's like the only recourse that the blockchain recognizes.
We'll send you some cuck bucks, not the Bitcoin. Yeah. That's one of the major inventions of Bitcoin is self-custody in the digital age.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.